completely against the G code. You don't ever go and get the mother of somebody's child and slut them out and dog them out sexually and exploit them sexually and do allegedly all these things that I'm being told was done to that woman. You don't do that when you know that's that man's baby mom, or you know that's that man's ex-girlfriend. You don't know how he felt about that woman. He could have been in love with that woman. And even if she was a little promiscuous, and I'm not saying she was, because I don't know the sister, but even if she was promiscuous and Diddy did all this to that woman, 50 Cent, as much as I hate to say it, Art, 50 Cent had a right to make that documentary. If Puffy did to that woman that 50 used to date, the things that people claim he did and allowed to be done to her, even with her permission, you don't do that as a black. That is conduct unbecoming a black man. And I would have to say that Curtis 50 Cent Jackson was justified in making a documentary, Art, because if I was him, if I was in 50 shoes, I might have done a documentary too. You feel me? I'm going to be honest. You do that to my baby mom, even if I don't like her no more, even if I'm not on good terms with her no more, no matter what we've been through, you knew that was my baby mom. You knew that was my girlfriend. And you do that? You have her doing all this with you and other people, and you know that was my shorty at one time? Bro, that's a complete violation of the G Code, Art. So with that being said, 50 Cent had a personal reason to do that documentary, and I can't say he wrong for doing it. Now, with that being said, Art, watching that documentary, I came to 3 conclusions. Number 1, black people are hypocrites. We are probably the biggest spiritual hypocrites in America. And I'm going to say that, Art, because we are the most spiritual people in America. We are the most religious people in America. And we brought religion to America. We gave it to the world. And I wasn't going to watch it because, quite frankly, I had grown a little tired of the Diddy case.
When you try coaching that.
Appreciate another slander doc on a famous black person, he had a right to do it, Art. If it is true, and I say if because I was not there, if Sean Combs, that you got to see this. So one night, I can't go to sleep, and I decided to go ahead and watch it, and I watched all the episodes. I will say that it appeared to be very well researched from the point of view that 50 Cent wanted to portray. I don't think it was balanced in that you didn't hear anything positive at all about the man, when in fact, the horrendous deeds, which cannot be excused at all, I still think it would have been a little bit more credible if it was a little bit more balanced. But with that being said, the documentary was done. And after watching it, well, the first thing I'm going to say is 50 Cent does a good job with documentaries. Putting the fact that I did not appreciate a black man kicking another black man who's already down, putting that to the side, he did a good job with the documentary. Like, I could see 50 Cent doing more of these. Now, I was on a stream here in Philly a couple weeks ago with a young brother, and the question came up, and I said that, in my opinion, watching that documentary was an exercise in self-hatred, because it was. Whenever black people tear down black people, especially when they've already been torn down, it's self-hate, because we never show that energy with no other community. We have been done wrong so much and so often by Caucasians, and yet we never do a documentary on them. Do you realize, Art, there hasn't been a single documentary done on the police who have unalived all of these innocent, unarmed black people? Where's the documentary on the police officer who killed Tamir Rice? Where's the documentary on the police officers who murdered Breonna Taylor? Where's the documentary on the police officers who murdered Sonia Mancy or Sandra Bland or Freddie Gray or Philando Castile or Alton Sterling or Amir Pope? Look at all of this that has been done to us. Where's the documentary on the Roman Catholic Church and all the black children they allowed to be sexually abused? Where's the documentary on that? Where's the documentary on the economic devastation of black people by whites? I don't just mean Tulsa of 100 years ago. I mean right here, right now. We never had smoke for our real enemies, but we are always ready and willing to tear down another black person. Now, with that being said, Art, I have to say this in fairness to 50 Cent. With that being said, I have to say this in fairness to 50 Cent. When I learned
over me. Since you stepped into my world today, for you have made me happy. It will take all my life to repay. So tonight I want you, and maybe you'll find you want me. Tonight and the rest of your life is my love, my love. Come on, fit with the best. King of the night, would you like to spend the time of your life? Would you like to be a king of the night with me? From the vine, toast with a glass of wine. My imagination tells me loving you would be fine. The grass always looks greener on the other side. Don't sit on this throne if you ain't satisfied. Satisfied. I'd like to be a king of the night. Would you like to spend the We got a very special edition of the front porch today, y'all. Live from the front porch present. Treat her like we treat her like a, where we at? We treat her like a, live on the porch, gotta get the tours, yeah. Hey, they riding on the avenue, gotta give it to her. One more time, baby, y'all know what to do. Back y'all for life, till they turn up my life. These youngins be sight, they doing it hype. They ain't doing it right, tell them put down the guns. Let's have some fun, let's do it for y'all. The ones that's gone, busting up heads, running for fears. You know what they did, rock that grip, you know what they do. Back y'all, baby, always come through. We laugh on the book with that few Gucci. One more time, she got to give me some Gucci. Ride again, ride for the fifth. One more time, cause they love that shit. This is for you, and all of you, and all the crews. We got to keep shit through. That's right. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, extended version. Yeah. Come on. I heard it up say you got it going on. Yeah. Some of that good job, baby. We got you dripping wet. Hell yeah. The way we make you sweat. Girl, because of that good job, baby. Live for the boys. Yeah. Boy. Snow cap. And we'll be at you. They did. They like this. Hey, I took a rough upstairs. I took a rough. I took a rough. Got around here. I took a rough upstairs. I took a rough. I took a rough. Hey, wait, come on, wait. We don't give a fuck about you. Your homie or your block to get into. You know the motherfucker ain't there.
If you're a homeowner in Maryland who's thinking about selling, don't do anything until you watch this video. It could literally save you thousands of dollars and months of stress. Here's the truth. Most homeowners think the only way to sell a house is to do repairs, pay an agent, wait months, and hope it sells. But that's not your only option. And honestly, it might not be your best one. We are local Maryland home buyers, and we buy houses as is for cash. So there are no fees, no repairs, and no waiting. Even if you're facing foreclosure, behind on payments, dealing with tenants, we have seen it all, and we can help. Here's how it works. Click the button below, answer a few questions, and get a free, no obligation cash offer. After that, just pick a closing date that works best for you, and done. You won't have to lift a finger, and you'll know exactly what you're walking away with. In fact, we have helped hundreds of homeowners end up with more in their pocket than they would have through an agent without all the stress. So before you list your house, find out if the cash offer is right for you. It's fast, it's free, and it might just be the easiest decision you make all year. Click.
bring the spice. Ain't judge a book just by looking at the cover. I hope that we're compatible to make love to one another. Love to one another. Like to be my king of the night. Would you like to spend the time of your life? Would you like to be a king of the night with me? With me, just with me. Would you like to be baby? Just be my king. We're gonna dance to the music. Sing a different song.
Always ready and willing to tear down. When I learned Holmes and Diddy did all this anchor no more, I came to 3 conclusions. Number 1, black people are hypocrites. We are probably the biggest spiritual hypocrites in America. And I'm going to say that, Art, because we are the most spiritual people in America. We are the most religious people in America. We brought religion to America. We gave it to the world. But the reason I say black people, after watching that documentary, have to be the biggest spiritual hypocrites in America, is I'm seeing all these people. And I'm not talking about everybody. I want to be clear. I'm not talking about everybody. But I'm seeing all these people who was around this mess, around this filth, around this energy. Y'all watch people get taken advantage of. Y'all saw people get Mickeys put in their drinks, or at least you knew the Mickeys was in their drinks. Y'all saw women get beat up, beat on, trains ran on them, people get drugged, extorted, mistreated, dehumanized, and you did nothing about it at all as long as you were getting your peace.
Are you sure your privacy is safe? Locker rooms.
Now you're telling the world about all of this, Art. Now that the man is locked up and is no longer able to do anything for you, where was your voice when all this was going on? I'm talking to the men and I'm talking to the women. Like, it's one thing for you to have not known, to learn about it later, and to give your opinion. No issue. But if you was around this and you saw all this, women being taken advantage of against their will, even in some cases, maybe, but people being drugged without notice.
All right, what's good? We on day 2 of the snowstorm that hit in the area, you know, the DMV area and all parts of the world. You know, I had to go to work and I was due at 6, but you know, they was like, come to work early before the snow started, and I was on some, I don't know about that, you know what I'm saying, because I do a 12-hour shift, and you know, I'm not coming in at 9 hours before my shift, and then gotta be there a whole nother 12 hours, right? Not gonna happen, you know. So what I did, maybe 2 in the morning, and I left out like 3:45, and I got to work maybe 5:15. Took my time, which was a good thing because the road, it was getting choppy out there, like the snow accumulating. Because when I got up at 2, the snow wasn't on the ground, but it was snowing. It was real fine and light. But um, by 4, when I left out, it had already started accumulating, right? But it was still soft. So for the most part, and then there was no cars on the road. It's a Sunday, so and people wasn't on the road. It was maybe 4 or 5 cars. What's up, man? Hold on. Yeah, what it is, so it won't pick up.
And you don't say nothing at all? Are you not an accomplice to the crime? Are you not in some way almost as guilty as Diddy? And I'm not passing judgment on nobody because Art, I am drawing a larger parallel to Black America as a whole. So for me, this is not just about the people who were interviewed in the documentary. This is about us. We have this selective morality thing, Art. Where if he does it, it's wrong. If my brother do it, it ain't wrong. If my best friend do it, it ain't wrong. If my sister do it, it ain't wrong. What's up with all this selective morality from black people? When Puffy was holding you down, when you were in good standings with Puff, you knew this. Said nothing, did nothing. The men and the women. But now Puff has fallen from grace. Everybody is all of a sudden righteous. And everybody is filled with righteous indignation for what Sean Diddy Combs did after the fact. Art, that's like me. I work in schools, Art. That's like, God forbid, I know of a teacher that's sexually abusing children. And I don't say nothing because me and the teacher cool. Or the principal sexually abusing children. And I don't say nothing because the principal keep giving me extra children to evaluate. And the principal giving me overtime pay. And the principal giving me my own parking spot and a new computer and let me take days off without even notifying the district. I know he's doing wrong, or I don't say nothing. But the minute the principal gets caught by somebody else, is charged and convicted of a crime and sentenced to 50 months, now I want to tell my story. Now I want to tell the world what I saw. Now I want to tell the world what he did. Art, I am almost as guilty as the principal. I knew he was doing it. I was aware he was doing it. Even if I wasn't there when he was doing it, I knew the details because I heard about it. People talked about it.
We back at it again, y'all. Another special edition of Live from the Front Porch. We got none other than the legendary Miss Kim. Boy. Ruling the way that I move, I breathe your air. You only can rescue me. No, this is my prayer. If you were mine, if you were mine, I wouldn't want to go to heaven. Won't go astray, I won't be afraid, won't catch me running, cherish the day, won't go astray, I won't be afraid, yeah. I cherish the day. Free movie. My niggas, my niggas. Yeah. Helltown, South Bend. Ain't gonna guess. What? Hey, Stacey, you know what time it is. Hey, DC! Hey, DC! What? Oh, come on! I am Miss Kim. What? Hey, Southeast! Hey, Southwest! Pretty Girl County! Platform band! My name is Miss Kim, and I'm on the front porch. If you know, free movie, my nigga. What? Hey, Pretty Girl County, they know what time it is. Come on! Yeah. Front porch, come on! Thank you, nephew. You know what time it is. Yeah. You always label me a hood rat. You need to stop and think about the way y'all chit chat. Always talking about this young chick ain't got nothing. Y'all keep frontin', bitches they need something. Every time I step on stage, I rock the mic. I keep my niggas saying, don't believe the hype. They tell me, they say, Kim, get your life right. But ain't no bitch gonna die me the right way. And if I was to fuck with you and your whole crew, stop all the hate, cause the haters, I don't love you. I know this not your definition of a hood rat. I just put it in perspective, y'all can put it back. Two of my niggas left in Southeast, I love you still. Pretty Girl County, we keep it real. And if you don't like what I'm saying, step the fuck back. This is dedicated to my fucking hood rat. Yeah, come on.
I got some ideas. Okay. Time out? No. Time in. I feel like mascots should affect the over-under. Ooh. Betting in space?
New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win.
It's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again. Why did you stop being a vigilante? The line is crossed. Sometimes peace needs to be broken. Chaos must reign. I was raised to believe in grace, but I was also raised to believe in retribution. Daredevil Born Again, now streaming only on Disney+.
What? Knock, knock. Who am I? Hey, it's the K-I-M. It's the K-I. Yeah, you know rest, motherfucker. Knock, knock. Who am I? Hey, it's the K-I-M. I'm the one who made that Queen Bee rap. And I'm the one who made that TLC track. Kim my nigga. And I'm the one that will need another hero. Me and Oi Boys, ground zero. And I'm the one who said, I can't wait till the day I see your face when you hit them days. And I'm the one who said, if you were mine, you didn't know. 2024, bring it. And I'm the one who made that hood rap track. It's me, motherfucker. And bam, rock. Yeah, knock, knock. Who am I? Who am I? Hey, it's the K-I-M. X-A-C, the K-I. Yeah, you know the rest, motherfucker. Knock, knock. Who am I? Who am I? Hey, it's the K-I-M. And bam, rock. Say booty, my nigga. My Oi family, you know what time it is. Hey, hey, Southeast, hey, Uptown, come on. Hey, North Beach, hey, Southwest. Hey, Ma, hey, you Sean, hey, you need, hey, Carter. From Bush Live, from
Skip the busy work. Delegate note-taking with Gemini and Meet, or find insights faster with Notebook LM. Our AI helps you focus on the work that matters most. Get AI that makes work easy with Google Workspace.
Having Cash App has been great. I actually do feel more independent as I learn to manage my money better. You have to be savvy in this business. You really have to know how to make money stretch. You have to know how to save, and it feels really good, like when you're just saving up and that money is yours. It's something that feels very independent. I feel like an adult. My younger self would be like, damn girl, you really made it.
I love to see my people party with me, man. Good to see you, Black Brown, Sweet Nikita, Miss Rhonda. Hey, happy birthday, Miss J. Hey, Rhea, Sweet Sharita, party with me all night long. Say what? That's right, baby. Bring it to the front. Hey, Janine. Well, guess what? Hey, when I see you, yeah, I get a little happy. Hey, Black Brown, I get a little happy when I see you. What? Baby, when I see you, yeah, I get a little happy. Hey, Francine, I get a little happy when you party with me. Well, guess what? When I see you, yeah. Hey, Jay, hey, Randy, I get happy when you party with me. Guess what? When I see you, yeah. Cole, I get a little happy. Happy when I see you. What? When I see you, yeah. Listen, fellas,
picture on my mirror. Start to blush when somebody says your name. My stomach is a pain. See you walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Try to stand on my knees. So what's happening to me? In your body, can you tell me what it is? I lay my head on my pillow. He got me staring out the window. Was gonna stop for a sign. That's the reason why. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, see you. Hey, darling, you sexy boy. Hey, oh no. When I see you. Hey, fellas, listen. I scribble X and O's on my notebook. My nails, I put myself up in the road, nervous in your home. Say it not, don't see your face. I hear my favorite song. Should I send an email at home? I wonder if you know, or do you have a clue? Yeah, I lay my head on my pillow. Out the window, was gonna stop for a sign. That's the reason why. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. See you. Molly, so sexy boy. Oh no. I see you. Listen, something now is taking over me. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna run. I'm just gonna stand here and see. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no. See you. Sitting so sexy, boy. Yeah. Oh no. When I see you. Hey, Fox, hold me down. Listen. Well, guess what? When I see you, yeah, yeah. Hey, sweet Savita, hey, get happy when you party with me. Hey, Janine, when I see you, yeah, I get a little happy. Hey, Tony, I get a little happy when you party with me. That's that DC Go-Go, the Vibe Band. Let's go. See you, yeah, I get a little happy. Hey, Marley, I get a little happy when you party with me. Hey, Jay, when I see you, I get a little happy. Hey, Nico, I get a little happy when I see you. What? Hey, when I see you, hey, Playboy, a little happy. What? Happy when you party with me. Hey, hey, when I see you. Wait a minute. Is your dad? Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like me to go over everything. They say the time's supposed to heal you. I ain't done much healing. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California, dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I remember how it felt before the world collapsed. There's no difference between us, a million miles. Say hello from the other side. I must have tried 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. When I called you, never seem to be home. Hello from the other side. At least I can say that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. It don't matter, it clearly doesn't tear you apart anymore. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you're well. And did you ever make it out of that town when nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. Say hello from the other side. I must have tried 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. When I call you, never seem to be home. Hello from the other side. At least I can say that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. It don't matter, it clearly doesn't tear you apart anymore. Anymore. Say what? Anymore. Hey, hold us on. It's outside. Hello. Hey, uptown. That's what it do. Hello. Southwest. Hello. The grind season. Hello. At 58. At Trinity. Hello. Alley boy. Up all night. Say what? Hello. What it do? Hey, hold it on. Hello. Hello.
You said you got a man, baby, that's okay. I'd rather be in that GTA so we could get drunk, smoke weed all day, and give you good dick that you need all day. You said you got a man, baby, that's okay. Hey, it's the beat, man. As I hit the kill switch, hey, that's how you let the beat feel, bitch. This is how you let the beat feel.
Lucy front porch. Her impressions. That last group was the What Bang.
What they talking about, y'all? Old boys. Free my nigga Booby. Yes, indeed. Rest in peace, my nigga Doug. Rest in peace, Pan Bowie.
New impressions. New impressions.
Oh, we live on the motherfucking front porch, y'all. You ready? A whole lot of cranking going on right here. You hear me? Alright, y'all, hit me up right here, y'all. Y'all ready? You don't know my name, and I swear, you're like, you don't know my name. So the baby, from the day I saw you, girl, you set my soul on fire. I've was really loving. Hey, Mel, said it be like, you don't know my name. And I swear, be like, you don't know my name. Hey, tell her, baby, baby, baby. It's getting kind of crazy. My imagination's running wild. I was ready to love you. Hold it right there. Swirl, smooth, go. Told her round and round and round we go. Will you ever know? Round and round and round we go. Before we get up out of here, I said I found myself a clapper. I wanna see them little tanks on it. This time won't you fly me? This time won't you fly me? Wrap it up, hey, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. This time won't you fly me? This time won't you fly me? Wrap it up, wrap it up. Please, oh please, don't stop clapping, shawty. Ladies, well I just wanna see you clapping. Tell her please, oh please, old school, look. Hey, watch her stand up, clap it with her hands up. Told her stand up, with her hands up. Then she drop it, but she clap it, hey, what the hell? No hands, drop it, but she clap it, hey, what the hell? No hands.
They will actually pay you for just playing their.
Come on, man, with these commercials. Damn, fucking at the groove. All right, we're going to end it right there, you know, giving y'all some DC finest go-go bands, you know what I'm saying, the up and coming, you know what I'm saying, new impressions, you know, that's the new era of go-go here in the city doing their thing. And, you know, I'm an old head from the Trouble Funk, the Red Essence, Chuck Brown, EU. I'm from that era of go-go, you know what I'm saying? But the youngest coming up, TCB, TOB, you know, and the other bands that I don't know about because that ain't my lane or my era, you know, but, you know, I like great musicianship, you know what I'm saying? So I find myself I be in traffic coming home, and it's like to stay awake. It's like I gotta turn on something that's going to keep me awake, meaning something I don't for real care for, or something I'm not going to get relaxed to. So I can't turn on nothing slow or something that I like because I'm gonna get relaxed. Something that is gonna keep me up and irritated because I'm in traffic, you know, that's gonna just keep me alert. I ain't lying. I'm putting on some Spanish music, some rock and roll, hard rock, soft rock, whatever. Something I normally wouldn't listen to. But guess what? That shit growing on me. But I'm like, why am I liking this music? Just a little bit because of the musicianship. I just like great performances, and I like artists that especially when you can see it live. You know, hearing go go, that's not the magic. The magic is seeing the performance live, to see the artist getting busy. I might not like anything I hear, like for instance, my wife's birthday, we went to see the Doobie Brothers and uh, uh, the dude that made Margaritaville. I forget dude name. Uh, stuff I ain't listening to. And then it was like a couple of groups that was under his banner, and Doobie Brothers was the headliners. And mind you, I am familiar with the Doobie Brothers because they sound like brothers. You know, they sound like they were black when they hit the scene in the '70s. So really, you had a diverse following because you sound black. You know, the Blue Eye Soul bands. That's what they used to call them. So that's why the Doobie Brothers was even on What's Happening, which was a 1970 show back in the day. We grew up on in the early '80s also. But just see these guys really get busy with their musicianship. That drummer up there, it was a go-go band drummer named Foots. I don't know why, but this dude was the epitome of the band because nothing starts without the beat. Nothing, the beat starts the rhythm, and the rhythm gives the beat, and everything else falls around the rhythm and the beat. So I used to go see Red Essence a lot. So, and this dude will have a headband on, no shirt with a big gold chain, big medallion, and he be getting it, sweating, and he was just getting busy. And I'm like, this dude doing it. Of course, all the ladies liked him. That was probably another part too. But and then another star emerged from that group, Go-Go Mickey, the Rollertons, and the what is it, the Congos. He was the Congo player. They even made a song after him. Do the Mickey, go Mickey. And he used to kill it. He used to kill it. Hold on, man. We can go to YouTube for visuals now. You ain't got to just talk about it. Matter of fact, he was on the Go-Go Live. Let me get it. Then you had the ultimate talker, Funk, James Funk, and a little bit of history about Red Essence. Red Essence, James Funk and Foots are brothers, and their mother, Miss Mackley, was the manager of their group. And, so I'm figuring she was some kind of finance lady or business lady in her professional job, probably for the government. So she knew finances, she knew contracts, she knew deals, and she negotiated wherever these the band Red Asses played that they was getting paid. And as their fame and popularity grew, their money grew, and they set the tone for the band being a for real business before you really made money off of your records, because a band you ain't making for real records until you do a record, but your bread and butter is gigs, you know what I'm saying? Like how the the entertainers, they get paid from their gigs, which you know uh the labels, the managers, nobody touched that money but them, whatever they get paid for performing. But now, because record sales not selling like they used to, because everything is digital, and now because it's digital, you can make your own music. And now these companies, when they see you selling units digitally, or period, when they see you on there with a following and a buzz, they want to sign you and throw money at you, but they want to hit you with a 360 deal. That means anything that you make money or earn money from, they want a percentage of it, because the record's not selling like that. So you get on, have a hit record, like you put your name on anything, it's selling. If you can sell millions of records, if you can be in a hit movie, you can put your name on any brand, it's going to sell, and they know that. So if you go start doing movies like Latifah and LL and whoever else that come, Will Smith, that come from the music scene, and lateral over into movies, and you're successful, the companies that sign you, they want a percentage of that. So that's the 360. You model clothes, and say like you start a brand and it blow up, like what's the girl name? Rihanna. $1 billion brand of your makeup and clothes. The company want a percentage of that. So that's how they giving people deals now, 360. So I feel like you gonna do a 360 deal, you know what I'm saying? Make them jokers pay you $50 million, and they pay the tax on it, because they gonna get more than $50 million off of you in your time of living, and especially after your death. You worth more dead than alive. So get yours while you living. And when they say, all right, well, we ain't doing that, you tripping. Okay, cool. I still go ahead and get the grind money, because what they gonna say, like if you don't do the 360, the way they gonna structure your deal and how you gonna owe them, you ain't gonna really be comfortable financially until you put 20 years in the game. When in fact you done made that label money right out your first 5 years, that they rich, but you not. You still in the hole paying. And you know what I'm saying? So whatever money you do make that they give you, you can make that on your own. Become your own brand, you know, do your own performances, sell your own, CDs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you know, they've been saying it. Go back to CDs, make your own CDs and sell them at your live shows. You know what I'm saying? You know, put your own shows on, and then like physically where you could go and be with folks, and talk to the audience and feel them and let them see you, touch on you and whatever. And then you do a digital concert and run it up on all the streaming platforms that you're politicking with. You know what I'm saying? That you got, pages on, and you being monetized. Run your own shit up. You feel me? That's what we're in. We're in the time of independence. So now, here's the thing: is you gonna win a Grammy? Is you going on the Source Award? Is you gonna? No, you're not. Look, no, you're not, because you're not part of the machine. You know what I'm saying? So pick your poison. Do you want to go mainstream and get the heights of the fame, but you're not getting fortune? Or do you want the fortune that's going to be a slow burn? They'll see you. You going to promote yourself. Everybody, even myself. I ain't no artist. I'm sitting on here giving you an opinion of what I like. And I got a following. So just think, if you really doing it as a singer or any kind of performer, if you play an instrument or something, host your own shows and put it digitally on the platforms, and then do things, in the physical. You know what I'm saying? I seen a movie with Kevin Hart and the dude from Breaking Bad. The dude from Breaking Bad was a paraplegic, and Kevin Hart ended up working for him. This guy was rich, and he was very heavy into classical music. And he loved music so much, or the music, he would have private parties of the artists that he went to see. Just how rich he was. They would do a concert, and he invite them, the artist, back to his penthouse, and they would do a private performance for his slew of friends, you know, and he would pay them. You know what I'm saying? So my point was, I was like, damn, that's a great idea. Have your own concert. Set your basement up and have your own concert, and put it on the digital streams, and let your performance make money for you. And you could charge people $5 to come see you. You know what I'm saying? And make it a monthly thing. You know what I'm saying? Every 6 months, go up $5. You know what I'm saying? You'll develop a following between family and co-workers, friends. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know, slow burn. And then you're getting digitally monetized, and you running it up. You getting paid 2 ways. Plus your professional, occupation or whatever you do. Come on, man. We gotta learn how to hustle out here, man. I wish I really did play an instrument, which I don't, because that'll be something that I would do. And yeah, you know, and you know, some people got gifts and don't use it, but trust me, if I had the gifts that some people possess, and the confidence, and I think I do have the confidence, I just don't have the gift, but I'm maxing out. I'm gonna get mine. I tell my son all the time, like, if I was your age, I be getting this Wi-Fi money, but I'm an old dude and this ain't my lane, you know. So I'm just letting you know what I enjoyed in my journey of being a party goer or a socialite, however you want to identify it. And that in itself give me a lane to express my memories, because my folks that I'm close to, they tired of hearing my stories over and over. I'm sorry if I had an exciting lifestyle. I'm sorry if I made my journey memorable. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of memories, and I'm not going to discount it or apologize for it. You know what I'm saying? And Then they jokingly say I'm a groupie. I'm like, I don't see I don't think I'm a groupie. I know people be playing when they say that, like my mother-in-law. But I'm gonna stand on, if you pay to see somebody in a movie or you go see somebody in a concert and you see them somewhere in the world on the street, what's wrong with rolling up on them and say, hey, I like what you do and sing your movies, your concert. And by the way, can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph? What's wrong with that? Because I tell you what, if you act like an asshole, you ain't gotta worry about me paying for shit that you do. Like, a certain artist, a lady, and I ain't gonna say her name because I don't want the smoke, because that's how people make a money off of you. You give your opinion, they feel like it's defamation, and they're gonna try to come at you, right? So legally, you know what I'm saying? And but I ain't gonna give you that. I ain't gonna give you that opportunity. But anyway, it was an artist that, neo soul. You know, I seen her in New York, and it was at one of them Fourth of July. I want to say Jamaican, or what is it? What you call it? Like a festival. Um, you know, a West Indie festival, West Indie festival, and they do it every Fourth of July. So I went 2 years straight back in the day, and we seen. I ain't gonna say her name anyway, but you know, uh, anyway, she was being rude to folks, rolling up on her, like even the kids. She was waving them away, and you know, and my people was like, I don't think she want to be bothered. I say, well, you don't want to be bothered. You need to put a hat or some glasses on so nobody notice you. Michael Jackson is the biggest star in the world, and he's gracious to folks. And when he don't want to be bothered, he put, you know what I'm saying? He put on, a disguise and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fans made you, but I get it. Sometimes you ain't in the mood or want to be bothered, but you know what I'm saying? But don't be like that when I see you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you act a fool and treat me bad, you ain't got to worry about me no more. And that's what just happened. She told me get out her face. Her bodyguard stepped in between us and say, will she be here tomorrow? I say, well, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm visiting. She can't, take a picture or say, you know, and I was trying to show her love, and she like, hell with your love. I don't feel like it did that. I'm like, all right, cool. So I seen Anthony Hamilton at the CIAA uh, tournament in North Carolina. We was in the same hotel. We seen Donnie Simpson that night, slew of celebrities, and Anthony Hamilton, gracious, I had my son with me. We took pictures, and you know what I'm saying? He carried it celebrity style, He told his bodyguard, take the pictures of me and my fans right there, and it was awesome experience, And these are like highlights of a regular Joe lifestyle, like myself. You know what I'm saying? Again, if I go pay to see you in a movie, if I buy your records and enjoy your music, what's wrong with asking, can I get an autograph or a picture? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? Now, if I'm following you from city to city, town to town, then that's being a groupie. And I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm somewhere in the world and you and I are in the same place and I see you, and if I pay money to go see you in concert or a movie, if I paid to see your movie, I don't feel it's asking too much of you to take a picture. So if that's being a groupie, then I disagree. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to stand on that. So, anywho, like, share, subscribe. This your boy Big Dave. And, oh, I was talking about the snow. Well, anyway, I made it in to work, almost got stuck. I got home, but I couldn't get my car to my house because the snow was just too deep. And it was like 9 inches of snow that fell, and then it started freezing. So, uh, thank you to some Spanish friends that I met, some good people, and I paid them $50 to help me at least get down the street to my house. And every time I would get stuck, I got stuck about damn near 10 times, and they would get out their truck and push my car, or shovel the wheel where the snow was hindering me from moving. And I live like on like a hilly little street that I live on. So I parked down the hill, and these jokers ain't came and plowed our street yet, you know. And I hurt my back before they showed up. I was trying to, push the car myself, and so you know, thank God we don't have to deal with this, but probably every 10 years a big one comes. But I don't know how you guys do it. They live in these places that get regular snow. But I guess you get immune to it, and it's what it is, you know what I'm saying? And then you learn how to roll. So from now on, when it snow, I'll make sure I have a shovel with me, because that's what they was doing. They was just shoveling the snow, and you get the snow from up under the wheel, and then I got a little sport, sedan, and it sit low like a Porsche, you know what I'm saying? It's not a Porsche though, but uh, it looked like a Porsche, but it's not. But trying to get you in the frame of mind of how low it sits, so the snow get if the snow is up under it and then it feel the tires, it ain't moving, unless, you keep going, trying to go forward, trying to go backwards. And I'm glad I filled up with gas, because I normally don't get stuck, but I did. And it was crazy. So, but I left work at 5:30 yesterday, 30 hours before I supposed to get off, 30, 30 minutes. And I didn't get home at 8 o'clock. So that's what tells you how raw it was out there. I mean, luckily wasn't nobody on the beltway. So I made it home. But right down the street, that's when I started having issues. And, you know, and God sent them angels to help me home. So at least down the street, and I walked the rest of the way. Then I called my son. I say, look, and my wife, I like, look, I'm down the street. I'm gonna park it in a little spot, but I need to dig this area out. Tell my son bring the the shovel. So I dug the space out, and I parked. I ain't even been down there today because they ain't cleaned the street. Then I called the hotline. They talking about they ain't coming till 12 tomorrow. So most likely I ain't going to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll go on Wednesday. It's crazy though. But then I gotta put my sick time in because the government was closed today and I was off today. So, but so I gotta use some sick time. So that's what it's for though. You know, usually you selling your sick tan back. No, you gonna use it because you need it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know. All right, so we're gonna hang out, man. You know, the rest of the night and all day tomorrow, cause I ain't got no way to go. So let's be productive. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma holler. Big day, street finest. Y'all get at your boy. Peace. I'll be back, cause I ain't got nowhere to go and nothing to do. All right. Oh man. Oh, let me recommend a good movie called Waterfront. And the actor that's in it, familiar, he be in a lot of movies playing bad guy roles or the villain. And I don't know dude name, white guy, but he was in the movie Wrath of a Man with Jason Statham, you know, on Netflix, and Waterfront is on Netflix. So y'all need to check it out. So the villain in Wrath of a Man with Jason Statham, you know, he's the villain in this Waterfront movie, you know. So yeah, so when you watch movies and the villains or the main characters, you might not know their name, but you know their face. And then when you see them in other movies, check the movies out. So yeah, so I'm just trying to put the buzz on that. So yeah, you know. And the Snoop Dogg Christmas special was tight. You know, he executive produced that. And so yeah, man, it's just so much to watch. You can't I used to watch TV and watch the same old programs like Baby Boy. I know I saw that movie over and over, even when it came on TV. I can't do it now. Anything I done seen is past tense because it's too much new stuff that you need to see. So I can't waste my time watching stuff that I done seen, you know, because it's always new programs that's on. So you know, so once I seen it, that's it. You know, I gotta keep it moving. You know, unless it's just really good that it got my attention. You know, and but everything is good now. You know, because I think because of streaming now and cable, especially because of COVID, when the actors and producers was out of work, the writers, you know, because of COVID, and then they went on strike. They went to the small screen, which is the phones, the streaming platforms. So writers start writing their own independent movies. Actors start acting in independent movies. Producers start making, you know, independent movies, and they putting out some great content, and they getting hired at these big production companies because they see they work. They got a place to show they work on the streaming platforms, you know, and they making their own little money from their creation from streaming. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people getting 12,000 a month with the streaming, you know, what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be committed to put content up like that, which I'm not, you know. I'm not even monetized, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I it's a hobby. I'm not for real here to make no money, but if I do, okay. But this a hobby for me, you know. Um Back in the day when I was in my teens, everybody was in a rap group and trying to do music, and I was part of the the collision that crashed and burned that didn't work. So it wasn't in the cards for me to be famous or wealthy. Well, I'm gonna say famous from entertainment. So you know, so I went on to be a civilian and you know, learned skills to pay the bills. And uh, 30 years in my profession this year. And yeah, I'm looking for retirement in, few years. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to going to places I haven't been. I love to travel. And me and my wife, we get ready to get at that stage of enjoying life and not having to be on somebody else's time. The kids growing up and grown. My son get ready to finish college. After him, you know, you know, uh, my niece and nephews, my sister done had kids, but they grown who I raised, and then they having kids. I look out for the kids, by making sure they good, but nobody have nothing coming just because. And I ain't trying to get nobody nothing because I only have enough for me, especially when I'm getting at this retirement point. But I'm going to say that in general because people real comfortable with watching you work hard and then think they supposed to have their hand out and it's okay. It's not okay. Because if I get up every day, you need to get up every day. You know what I'm saying? You need to go get your grind on. You know what I'm saying? And, don't think it's sweet with me because one, I ain't out here bragging and boasting about what I got. So that will make you want to ask for something, but, I'm like, so you feel like I'm doing well for myself, and I am. I don't show it because I ain't out here showboating and being on Front Street, but I'm going to hold everybody to an expectation because, you know, if I'm going to get up every day and work and go get mine, you going to do the same. You do not get no pass to sit on your ass and then just be bumming all the time. Now, everybody get in a situation and they need help. Cool. Especially if I know you somebody that's genuine, you doing what you supposed to do in life, you know what I'm saying? And you just need a quick bump, boom, I'm there for you. I'm on record saying if you help yourself, if you helping yourself, I don't mind helping you. But don't get comfortable with that. I'm not trying to keep helping you. You know, I tell people, I pay a mortgage. I'm not in no apartment. So don't be looking at me thinking you're going to be hitting me up. I don't have it for you. I'm not getting up to work for you because you're not getting up to work for me. So some people want to position themselves around you just because they see you doing your thing. Yeah, I'm doing it for me, not for you. Just understand that, you know. Now, if you need help getting a gig, I can help you, depending on if you're a felon or not, depending on if you're a weed smoker or drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're indulging in that or got that going on, I probably can't help you. Not for what I do for a living, you know what I'm saying? But we can figure it out. But the ticket is not to be bumming for me because I don't have it for you. And if I do look out, I want my money back. Not when you feel like it. And that's another thing. Family in general, they'll try to play with you on the strength of, I ain't got to worry about getting it back to them right away. But go ask your friend. They ain't going to play with you. You get money from them, you going to pay them back because they going to press you out. Even if I press you out as a family member, it ain't the same. But I tell you what, let me give you something and you don't give it back. Don't come back. Don't ask me for nothing else. until you pay me back. That's some real shit, real spill. I ain't gonna hound you, and I ain't gonna keep calling you. Look, motherfucker got nerve because I done gave family members some dough, and I ain't heard from them. So I supposed to call you for my money. I remember a dude at work did that to me. I won a bet. No, I ain't win a bet. I loaned the joker a couple of dollars because we had got paid, and the bank had closed. Man, spot me a couple of dollars, something small, 50, 20, whatever. We get paid. Well, we got paid. So all that week, I see homie, and he ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, okay, maybe this dude forgot. But how you forget when somebody give you something? So, but I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he forgot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he for real forgot. So I go step to him like, dog, what's up? He gritted on me, looked me up and down like, you act like you ain't want it. I'm like, what? I act like I don't want it. Yeah, because you ain't asked me. I'm like, dog, what the fuck is you talking about? What you mean I ain't asked you for it? And I ain't act like I want it. I say, you keep that, bro. You keep that. You keep that. You can't ask me for nothing in life. No more. I don't even want it. He go in his pocket to give me the $20. I walked off. I don't want you to pay me. Because I mean what I said. I don't want it. You already got it. You can't ask me for nothing no more in life. So fast forward. Maybe that same year. This is before kids and being married. I'm out. We hanging with the homies. We go to Atlantic City for New Year's. This joker ain't got no money, but yet you trying to roll to Atlantic City. Who go to Atlantic City with no money? And of course, he didn't tell nobody till we get there, right? We figure out what casino. I think we went in Bally's, right? We in there. Get ready to count down. We at the bar buying and ordering drinks, trying to see what kind of food we gonna eat or whatever. This joker gonna put his hand on my shoulder. He's like, Dave, man, I need your help. I'm looking at him like, yeah, what up? I left my wallet, man, bro. Get your hand off my shoulder, bro. I don't want to hear that bullshit. So he shot me a look and then slid over to our other dude, you know what I'm saying, and popped the same shit. Now, my man, good dude, and he, he went for the bullshit. I got you when I get back and woo, 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 woo. And I even asked my boy, I say, did that dude pay you back your money from Atlanta? He's like, nah, man, he didn't get my 50 back. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, this what you do. This what you do. Really? Okay. So let's speed it up. I'm feeling good today because I'm almost at 2 hours. Yeah, I might not come back on today because, or maybe I will. I don't know. I ain't never gave a 2-hour video, so this good spiel right here. I ain't never gave up a 2-hour video. I don't think. I probably did. I don't remember. But why this joker? We moving on in life. 10 years from the time we went to Atlantic City, my man get married, and then him and his wife get on the outs, and so they fight, and then the police come and they tell him he gotta leave the house for a few days, and he gonna call me and my boy, that was sharing an apartment at the time. Mind you, we was working at the spot we was working at. We probably was like 22, 23, and 10, no, it wasn't 10 years. So that's like 5 years after that. And when he got married and this went down. Cause I wasn't with my wife at the time. So that's why I know the timeline. Cause I got married at 31. So we around 27-ish, 28, around this time. And he called my roommate. We all homeboys, right? But we're not working at that job. We done moved on in our careers now. So, but we still a circle, right? So, and mind you, I hang with a different levels of crews. I got the homies from at home. I got the work homies. I got my school homies that we done kept in touch. So I roll in different circles, you know, uh, any time of the day or week. I can be with a different crew, you know what I'm saying? And cause I'm a social dude like that, and people like, and I like keeping good people around, good friends, So I'm that dude that keep numbers and I call everybody often, on holidays. What's up? What up with you? Or I was always the guy to call to find out where was the events happening because I will call everybody and find out what you doing tonight, what you got going on, or who got what going on. Because I was part of the notorious party crashes. If we knew where your party was, we knew some pretty women was gonna be there, and you was gonna have food and some drinks. We was there, invited or not. And I only remember getting put out of one party in Georgetown, which was a Spanish party. We heard the music and rolled up in there and was in there partying, drinking up the Heineken and eating up all the shrimps and whatever they eat. And so one of the homies got the acting of food, wilding on one of the Spanish ladies, and I guess her dude or somebody, I guess that was somebody's sister, and the brother was trying to, you know, I guess defend her honor, but she was enjoying the attention. My man was filling up all on her, and she was throwing it. She was twerking before twerking became twerking. She had a few drinks, and then she was enjoying herself. So these Spanish jokers rolled up on them and was like, who you with? And mind you, we the only black dudes in this plant, in this Spanish party. And about five of us and like 100 of them. And we was young and wild. We ain't give a fuck, right? So one of the dudes asking me, right, yo, Holmes, who you with? Like, what you mean who I'm with? Who you know in here? I said, I know Julio. Julio who? I said, Julio, motherfucker. And he say, well, point him out. Because there's 3 Julios in here. I said, man, look, man, I ain't got time for all this shit. So I put 2 Heinekens in my pocket and I chugged the one that I was drinking and finished eating whatever the hell I was eating. And he standing there and then everybody like posting up like they was getting ready to jump us or something. So I'm giving everybody the eye like, yeah, it's time to roll. It's been real, Say, look, man, tell Julio I'ma holler at him, and we rolled up out of there, right? Yeah, so they was talking shit. Yeah, y'all better get the fuck out of here while you can walk out of here, right? And I was like, yeah, all right, bro. Yeah, we look, we gotta be smart about it. Y'all 100 deep up in here, so yeah, okay. We gonna take that walk of shame. You know, one thing I'm not is stupid. You know what I'm saying? When you outnumbered, yeah, all right, you got it, homie. You know what I'm saying? So that's the notorious Georgetown party that I got put out of, or we got put out of. But anyway, it was just crazy. But I don't forgot what I was talking about because I be everywhere with it. I got so many memories of great times that I done had, and I be forgetting stuff. And then when I talk about one thing, it come back up, you know, in another conversation. But I think I was talking about Foots, the drummer for Red Essence, and I was supposed to be pulling up uh uh Foots live because um he died some years back, like early '90s. He was a player out here in the streets getting money, you know, in the drug game, and I think he went to pick up some work or drop some work off, and you know, some keys, and they followed him and took the money back and did him in, and they found his Mercedes on the Baltimore Washington Parkway. You know what I'm saying? And then his body was down close by or whatever. So yeah, it was crazy. But that dude was a dynamite drummer, the best drummer that I'd have seen, and not ever, but one of the best. You know. But all right, I'm gonna cut it short. We in 2 hours, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I might not come back, you know, tonight. But it's still early. It's 3 o'clock. You know, I'm usually still at work. So yeah, let me go enjoy some games, some comedy shows, some shows, and then I'll be back at y'all, man. Peace. Big day, streets finest. You know what it is. Like, share, subscribe. I don't hear nobody saying that no more, but get at your boy. Peace.